Another one of Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer failed policies.
In 2020, this brutal beating of a 75-year-old man by another patient in a nursing home was caught on camera. The victim died just 2 months later.
7 Action News reporter Kimberly Craig has been on this case from the very beginning. She joins us to explain why the suspect no longer faces charges.
The charges against Jadon Hayden were dropped and he may never stand trial in the beating of Norman Bledsoe after being deemed incompetent.
Common sense would tell him that, this young man is in crisis. Why should you put him in a nursing home around elderly people?
His son is the young man who launched a violent assault against 75-year-old Norman Bledsoe inside the Westwood nursing home on Detroit's west side. Jadon Hayden had been facing 2 counts of assault with intent to do great bodily harm. Those charges recently dropped after psychiatrists found Hayden to be incompetent.
Technically without prejudice, meaning that the charges could come back. However, Jadon's condition is not going to change very much.
Jadon Hayden's father says Jadon was a little boy when he was diagnosed with autism and later schizophrenia. And in May 2020, he called 911 himself.
I had talked to him and he said he was hearing voices and he was anxious and he felt like somebody was trying to kill him. So he was in crisis mode.
Hayden was taken to the University of Michigan Hospital, where he was later diagnosed with COVID and then moved to the Westwood nursing home to recover, something his father and attorneys say should never have happened.
I didn't know it was a nursing home initially. And when I found out what happened, I just felt like, they dropped the ball. Why would they put my child in a nursing home?
I think the facility had an idea of who Jadon was and what type of treatment he needed. I think they knew or had a history that he was schizophrenic, and it should have been handled differently.
Bledsoe died 2 months after the assault, but his death was not ruled a homicide. Hayden is now in a psychiatric facility in Kalamazoo, where he is not free to come and go. Bledsoe's family says they still want him to one day be held accountable.
They're trying to get him better. They're not trying to get him competent to go, to stand trial. That was something that they did initially. But now with the case being dismissed, they're working with his mental state and trying to get him in a better place.
Kimberly Craig, 7 Action News.